Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me again, and thank you for tuning in last night post-race Richmond. Just had a short little video, kind of like what we're doing today. Just talking about the Austin Dillon situation. We're 24 hours removed from the events of last night, and Austin Dillon is still credited with the victory and will still be in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. And everybody's had their opinion on it online, industry insiders, NASCAR content creators here on YouTube like yours truly, so on and so forth. So again, 24 hours later, a little bit more time to digest this and process this. And people were wondering, what's going to happen? Is there going to be fines, suspensions, penalties, this, that, and the other? Well, I don't think it's going to happen since it already hasn't happened. Is that NASCAR's not going to take the win away from Austin Dillon. I don't see them taking his playoff spot away. He'll be in the playoffs. He'll be in the round of 16, and he won't get out of the round of 16. Let's be honest, okay? It was a desperation win. Took no talent to do it, but it was a desperation win, and he's going to be credited with the win, and this is his 5th Cup Series win that in some shape, form, or fashion has had controversy surrounding it. But he has 5 more Cup Series career victories than I do, so, I mean, he must be doing something right. Or wrong, depending on who you talk to. I know Logano and Hamlin were both really upset after the race last night, and rightfully so. I think those two guys had a legit reason to be mad. I mean, just looking, because look, as a fan, I have my favorite drivers. Hello, blew an engine last night. Not happy about that, but, guys, still got a chance. But, you know, Hamlin, Logano, as a fan, aren't my guys that I root for week in, week out, okay? But as someone who covers the sport, as someone who has followed the sport, I have a respect for them for what they have accomplished on the track and for their talents. I actually like Denny Hamlin, the owner, more than I like Denny Hamlin, the driver. But that's just me as a fan. Again, I just, if it was any other two guys, though, if it was, oh, Lord forbid, if it was Chase Elliott, or a Ryan Blaney, maybe Tyler Reddick, or William Byron, one of the more popular drivers. Oh, I think a lot of people's tunes would be a lot different about this. But because it's two of the most, I'm not going to say unpopular, but two of the most polarizing figures in the sport today that are drivers, you know, some people, I've been hearing it compared to Dale Earnhardt this. Yeah, they drive the same number car, but come on now, really? This is the first time we're going to compare Austin Dillon to the late, great Dale Earnhardt. Like, yeah, some people online are making it sound like Dale Earnhardt just wrecked people all the time. Like, he never took out 2 people at the line. I know he rattled Terry Labonte's cage at Bristol, and that was a moment unto itself. Not a popular moment amongst those people in Bristol that night, but it still gets replayed and talked about today, as this will. So what we're talking about, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to Austin Dillon? Again, he's going to keep the win, and he's going to go to the round of 16. He's not going to get out of the round of 16, but he's got a playoff berth. Cool. Hamlin and Logano, they're gonna make it way further in the playoffs. This will probably blow over in a few weeks. I don't think there's going to be any retaliation on the track. I could be wrong, but from NASCAR, what retaliation will there be? Well, since there's been video that came out after what I commented on last night and after the race, there's been video that has surfaced of Austin Dillon's spotter telling him to wreck Denny Hamlin, which reminded me of Clint Boyer at Richmond during Spingate. I called this Spingate 2, and I don't think that's going to catch on, but, you know, when Boyer's spotter or crew chief's like, hey, is your arm itching, and he spun out, well, I mean, when your spotter's blatantly telling you to wreck somebody, I could see the spotter getting suspended, crew chief possibly missing a couple races, maybe some money and point fines, but Austin Dillon's going to be in the playoff, y'all. They're not going to take his win away. So people out there that think that his win's going to be took away, it's not. But with that being said, what would you do if you were NASCAR in this situation and handling this situation going forward in incidents like this? Because this is not going to be the last incident like that. I just don't want to see it happen too frequently. I'm not crazy about right hooking someone and putting them into the wall like that. Just not... I don't know. It doesn't take talent to do that. I know this was a desperation win. Austin Dillon is going to be credited with the win. Congratulations. It still don't sit right with me. But let me know your comments down. What do you think? How do you feel about it? If you enjoyed today's content, if you're a diehard NASCAR fan, make sure you follow along, subscribe here to the channel. I'm Michael. I will see you later this week.